Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV for our final show of the Energy Surge season. It is the CLC, the Crystal League Championship, day 2. 8 teams have been whittled down to 4, and today we will crown a winner for this season, getting some amazing prizes, and possibly a 4-time winner could be on the cards. We do have an interesting winner bracket final between the reigning champs and the upcoming LGB team. We got a couple of teams duking it out in the lower bracket. My name is Lewpac, and of course joining me is Shozen and Tazzik, and we got Robin and Bogul lurking about behind. I think this could be brutal. I hope they come out swinging. I hope they give it their all in this grand final. It'll be me and Tazzik bringing you through this. But here we go, the grand final of the Energy Surge CLC. 2 best of 3s need to be won if they want to get through that.
Yeah, that's the thing we didn't mention. They have an uphill battle looking for Szokata. These guys over here on the one, the only fit, they need 2 wins. They need 2 wins in best of 3. The other team looking for Szokata, they need 4 wins across 2 different best of 3s.
And they
so we'll see how this goes.
If they do lose game 1, they've got a lot of match points ahead of them. So we're gonna, whose POV do you want to start with then?
Oh, we're on Spazia. They won the poll.
Okay.
So we're on Spazia. This guy over here.
It's gonna be, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do the 3-1-1 split. I had to jump over there just to check because I wanted to see what they were gonna do. But yeah, it's gonna be the interrupt. They don't give up the mid, but he did what he needed to do. Now, will they hold for it though? That's the thing. Do you think they're gonna like? Oh, they actually do it themselves.
Yeah, they stop
goes
both.
down and stops Carvenan. So that's a very nice opener. The meatball coming through onto the choke. Down goes the rotten ground. Boda pushing. Cargera does dodge this, but he's on top of Onion. Onion is playing the nature though, and I really like this. Onion, one of the best nature players out there, up with the likes of Chicken and of course Shekri. And I really like this for him. But in the meantime, while he's trying to kite away, Fatality's taking a beating, and Yabem doesn't have the HP to contest this. He's running a carrion caller as well. So they have really brought out like what they feel is their best option here. Carvenan is going to find Fatality though. That's the first kill. Adios on the one-hand crossbow. Some complete meta switch-ups here. Those blasts from the fire. They get the fire wave onto Yabem. He's going to drop. Surely he's going to drop. And the anti-heal, those Mystic Rocks, not the opening they wanted.
I mean, actually, Spazia, he had a good play. Like, that is a good way to counter the split that Cargera did. He ran through mid and stopped Carvenan on his own. And I mean, they did come out with a one-hand crossbow, a curse, and a carrion collar. So that was something they tried. But now Yabem, after dying, is back on the glaive. They're trying a little bit more of a standard comp here.
Yeah, I think
Enemy
the crossbow's fine. Just maybe not the
fine.
glaive. Like,
quick update too on the gear situation. Cargera fully A3 masterpiece except for shoes and weapon. Bodavale in a lot of A3 masterpiece, weapon included. Otherwise, not a lot of A3 masterpiece. Just excellence and normal gear coming in from both teams. No, not any of them, but 2 players only hitting the soft cap. Cargera and Onion. Everyone else down below the 1700 soft cap.
Okay, so they're actually not full flexing for the it is 1700. So the IP will be a factor. Right now, though, these boys from looking for Szokata, they're struggling to get out of the choke. They're looking for Cargera. We did say that he is quite squishy with this build. Fatality requires the Guardian to survive. Going to get flicked out of his own duty, though, which does let him eat a bit more damage. The Area of Decay, they have to run through the Area of Decay down the choke. Fatality just about survives. Onion keeping his boys going. They nearly find Grafis on the turn. Boda as well, starting to get low. If they could just stabilize this backline, but right now, Adios and Fatality, they just can't. They cannot like get enough HP to push up this choke right now. And this is I mean, there's no caps though. Like, this is such a weird situation. If this was a 3 cap, this would be a disaster. But right now, I mean, Fatality is going to get picked off there for another one. I mean, maybe we're just going to get a fight only, no cap, like a gentleman's agreement. I've no idea, but I think Onion is probably not long for this world. He's stuck in the Mystic Rocks. There's a poison, there's a shred, and down he goes.
Spots. Yeah, he's taken out as well. Yeah, and
farming in front of the tent right now.
I mean, 5-0 in the first 3 minutes is not how you want to start off if you were this team over here looking for Szokata. Fatality already with 2 deaths. The only person, oh my god, actually Onion, he died with his A3 excellent set. He's now 40 IP down from what he was.
Oh, see, I never agree with going with your best set to start with, Taz. You know what I mean?
It's a rough one.
Okay. Adios puts away his Spad's just gonna go onto the Staff of Balance.
Oh, he's trying something new. I have not seen him play this ever.
I know. This is the thing, right? It's a very different hands it's a very different weapon in the hands of Cargera.
We'll see what he can do with it. Oh, I love
immediate swap to Firewall against the SOP.
Switch.
The thing is now Adios is going to swap. These guys lead and everybody else follows, don't they? Now Adios is going to be like, so that's what you do. See, look at that. Spadge can't get round to get in the middle of them because of that Firewall. Now, of course, Carvenant's going to lose a bit of DPS with the Firewall, but he's going to win momentum.
They'll just carry on to the pressure. They won't be pressured at all by Swats. You can't get around that. Shekri gonna pop a cleric on that meatball though. Yeah. Look at how hard they're diving for Shekri. He's gonna blink away from that one. Carvin gonna
rolls in to get the block.
You know what he's gonna do it.
There, Boda. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him. Adios finds the angle, and there's the first kill on the board.
Shekri has no defensives here.
Shekri,
But the firewall. They're gonna walk around this one though. Should be able to run down this choke. Instead, they're looking at Cargera, who should just go down. That's 2 return kills. We're looking for Szokata. It's a lot more than I thought they were going to get.
Free masterpiece on both of those boys.
Yeah. Both those guys had the 8-3 masterpiece. Bodafel re-equipped a lot. We'll see what Cargera puts on, but those are some big deaths.
3v5. Like, Bo's back now, but 3v5, and they're still playing for this 3-cap.
Look at Carvin putting himself in that angle and then walking him back through, putting out tons of damage.
If you lose 2 people every time but hold the 3-cap, you're actually winning. That's the crazy thing about the caps here. And these guys, against a team this good, you can't drop it. And your Pem can't even get in now. This Firewall is just hard blocking. There's not going to be a Knight's Helm in sight. Mortal Agony goes through onto Spadge. They're going to go for the Harpoon. He's going to get healed up. But of course, again, if you haven't been practicing Staff of Balance, you need to be very, very careful with Mystic Rocks. You need to remember that you can't be healed. You need to drop it in a timely manner. And like, the worst case situation is like a sacrifice goes into your rocks or something like that. They find
these guys aren't used to playing against Staff of Balance though, dude. Bodavale just goes down, bleeds down on top of the Mystic Rocks, and the Cargera is going to stop the cap mid, but that's another kill for Blue. They can keep chaining kills.
They'll trade the kills every time for the cap.
Always for the cap. You are right. Bodavale, by the way, re-geared with more 8-3 masterpiece that got dropped on the floor. So
it's 4 points for a kill or 20 points for the full cap rotation. And look at this. They're just tanking up in this Judy. Yeah, like they're just holding the show. This is the enemy's Judy, and they're just stood in it fighting. They have no fear, and they don't want to let. One thing they actually really don't want is they don't want to let Adios swap to Firewall, because he knows now how good Firewall is, because his tanks told him.
If he swaps to it, it'll be incredibly funny. Just following.
Keep him in combat. Yeah, Bem, big damage there, but the Guardian comes out. He pops his res as well. Spadge trying to get round onto Cargera. They're still looking for your Bem. They're getting low, and now they've got up that choke, and there's no room to maneuver for these guys as they are being forced back towards their tent. And the thing is they're ahead now, right? They were ahead on kills, but the points are just ticking away, and it's another 20 on the board.
The wildfire, he could have gone down there, but really careful.
Good step from Bo there inside the Judy as well, so he's waiting for the hot. Shekri's under no pressure right now though. Like, both healers are just kind of chilling at the back. Boda goes very, very low. They get the Harpoon. They kill him again.
The rocks are sitting on top of him, dude, the whole time. The healing is there.
And this is a side effect of the Firewall, is because Spadge can't get into the back line. He's like, oh, I'll sit on Bo. Oh, that was lovely from Carv. He hits 3 there. Even clips the healer with that meatball. In the meantime, Adios's meatball goes, unfortunately, into a pillar. It's a big momentum swing. And because of that, and that alone, there's no chance to grab these caps. And this is frustrating. No matter how many times you get a kill, you're losing 20 points every minute. And this is a very, very brutal opener.
Yeah. I was just going to say, Bodavale would willingly give those 3 deaths for the amount of points that his team has just created a lead for themselves. It's a 110-point lead right now for the red team. It is an insane amount. Even if those die 3 times, it doesn't matter.
Another 20. Grafis this time is the target. They're going to get him with the Guardian Helm, but it's still a 4v5. They have to find a second kill, right? Cargera has shown time and time again that he will not give up that cap for free. You go for the cap, he'll run after you, he'll tap you, and he'll run back to his team. They need to find a second kill. Shekri would be the ideal kill. If they can get Shekri, they can stabilize this match. You might be able to find him here. The Firewall, he's on it. He's on it. Oh, the body block.
Weren't up in time.
Boda as well. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him with
They
autos.
sniped him. He's dead. The rocks by Spacio. He didn't put up in time.
Cargera's gonna die to dots in front of his tent. Oh, the Guardian! The Guardian helm! Oh my goodness.
Blue team finally gonna get a breather. They should get a 20 tick of their own.
I mean, if they keep killing them and not dying.
Yeah, this is now easily winnable. This is now easily winnable because now they're the ones with the 20 ticks coming in for themselves, and they've been winning the fights.
So Cargera's going to switch off of the SOB here.
He's already unequipped all of his gear. Actually, I'm not sure what he's doing. We'll find out in a second.
He's going to go to Great Hammer.
Great Hammer build, and here's the A3 Masterpiece one that he's been holding.
Yeah, we've seen him. We've seen him with it in the lobby a lot of the time, but now he's got it out and ready to go. So it's like opposites day now. Well, they stick with the firewall though, because I feel like the firewall was good, but now they're blinking over it, and also, like, you lose a lot of damage. Yeah, he's gone back to
he's
fire
back on wave. Yep.
I thought that would be the case. Nice meatball though, you Bem. Nice Guardian. Very, very quick reactions on that Guardian, minimizing the dot. And one thing you've got to do as well, if you feel that they've got the Guardian available, Adios gets absolutely melted by Carve there. You don't want to overlap. You don't want to overlap the meatball and the fire wave and have them both cancelled by one Guardian. Like, if you feel the Guardians coming, you meatball, let them Guardian, and then you hit them with the wave, because that will stick. And your Bem's going to drop as well. True damage dot on him. The saves are trying to come, but Spadge might just melt in front of his own tent here. Oh, he drops those stacks in the nick of time. The rest of his boys, though, are not going to be so lucky. And game number one is going to be closed out.
This one we can call
here.
Not as
convincing as it looked. But that, again, like, the problem is the one and only fit, they lead the switch-ups, don't they? They lead, and everybody else follows.
Yeah, they've just killed 3 on the return of that, by the way. They're going to end up winning this one with a kill deficit, or sorry, a kill advantage.
Yeah, they did get it back.
I mean, it looked really good for Blue here, looking for Szokata. They were doing something. It looked really well at the end there. Adios just down the choke, caught out of position, getting comboed. Instantly bleeds away the points that they had left from just 10 minutes of being 20 ticked the whole time.
Spadge is looking for some scraps off the floor on these boys. Yeah, they're gonna have to re-gear another 9 sets of 8-3. And as you said about the Masterpiece, these guys keep on wearing Masterpiece. They've got 70, 80 IP on some of their counterparts.
You see the chat there?
What was that?
Cargera, he told him, "Hey, bud, all these bodies are cleaned already. There's nothing for you here, dude." Oh, man.
All cleaned already. Backpacks full of loot and a very convincing game one. And now comes the real challenge. You know, you've got the 3-time, almost 4-time champs, right? The team that's never finished lower than 3rd. You're a game down. You have to win 2 back-to-back just to force another series. As they have got a mountain to climb. And can you see it? Where does it come from here?
I don't know, dude.
Like, where do they get the win? Anything. Like, what do they change to get the win here is what you're asking? I
mean, even game style, like...
Oh, God. If one of them went to, like, Bodaville's house and punched his computer and the RAM fell out... I think that would probably work. I think that as far as tactics go, I don't know if it's allowed inside the rules, but wow. But it's short of cutting somebody else's power right now. I don't know what these guys can do.
They just seem one step ahead at all times. Like, so the Starter Balance came out and the firewall was okay, but they definitely were missing that firewave damage. And it suddenly looked like, looking for Szokata, we're getting back into it. They started pulling back some points and it looked good. And then the one and only fit are like, right, well, we changed this and we changed this. And then they just insta-gibbed everyone. Like they just insta-gibbed everyone, rolled over the fight and just closed the match out. Like, and it just looked like it wasn't even close. Carvenan just went to the side.
It could have been incredibly close if looking for Szokata had gotten the caps 5 minutes ago. They bled 100 points in 5 minutes without doing anything. You know, they have to focus on out-pressuring the team and getting the caps. But unfortunately, sometimes it's not their fault that they couldn't do that. You know, when the death timers are 7 seconds, 9 seconds, and you just don't have to leave and you can stay 4v5, the caps are that far from tent that, you know, you can just hold them easily. It's rough. It's very rough to just get 20 tick blood out, you know?
First, this team, I think you've got... if you get the kill, instead of looking for the cap immediately, You've got to use that window of 4v5 to just go all in on, say, the healer.
Full dive, yeah. Use your advantage on Shekri or something. Take him out. And if you take out Shekri, then
you get the cap,
a chance.
which we saw. But then they just full switch. They put Kargera on the hammer against his own SOB, and we're just like bang. And that fight, I'd love to watch that bit again. Carven and swept round the side, popped all his offensives, and just melted. He was threading the needle with those Q3s, just blasting away. And it was very impressive, and one game away from a 4-peat, no less.
Guys, I just feel like everybody is up against a wall when they have to go against the final level like this, and they just keep getting beat.
The last boss of GVG,
yeah,
the final boss of GVG right now. It does feel that way.
They live up to the name, man. They have done it time and time again. Kargera keeps changing the meta. Like when he says no, the meta is Staff of Balance. Suddenly people go, "What? Wait, I am behind. I need to change it up." Like
me and Tazzik we were in stitches. Like when they put the Staff of Balance on, like
it was crazy.
If you can't beat them, join them.
I'm behind the meta. What am I doing? I've been playing it wrong the whole time. I can tell because he said so.
Yeah, I mean, Staff of Balance, quote unquote, is a hard thing to swap to, right? Like Staff of Balance, Mystic Rocks. It's not only on you to play that well.
It's
your healer has to technically on paper play it well. There are some ways that they aren't playing it well, and it's still being used just fine. But I mean, they have to play it. Yes, still there's still ways, unfortunately. But I mean, it is most of the time in a lot of cases still something that you both have to play well. Your healer and your tank, you have to communicate. And I can't believe Spotse was able to bring that thing out. I've never seen him use it before, and they played it incredibly well. Off the back of him bringing it out, they killed Bodaville 4 times. They farmed some kills.
Yeah,
finally got the caps after 5 minutes of that, which again isn't necessarily their fault. I gotta say, like, they were winning these fights. It's not always an issue on the team that they couldn't go and get the caps, right? Like they played it pretty well. Sometimes it's just the way that the match is going. You literally just have to bleed those 20 ticks if you lose at the start. Their opportunity was 5 minutes ago when they lost the triple cap to start with.
Also, we've seen it before as well. Like when you dip for the cap after a kill, don't go for the mid one. Go for the furthest one,
right?
Because Kargera can't run all that way, and you could like most classes could probably 1v1 him.
I was gonna say if he does go that far, it gives you the advantage, like you said, in the 1v1, and it takes away the tank from the fight, which opens up kill pressure for your own team. You guys now have the option to secure some kill pressure with him gone.
It's little decisions like that maybe cost them. And Tazzik said that they bled 100 points in that encounter. If they'd have just spent that 30 seconds running a long way to get one cap, that's suddenly 50 points. And suddenly it's a closer game. But this is why the 3 cap is, you have to get out of that as quick as possible. Like I even think like immediately go for a 4-1 split, try and back cap, try and do anything to do it. Send your strongest 1v1 player to back cap. Maybe you even win that 1v1. Like we used to see on the old the farm map back in the day. Do you remember there was like the top cap, which was like the 1v1 cap?
Yeah, I love farm map, dude. The top 1v1, and then they can gank you from around it, so your team has to tell you if they see 4 or not, and then you die because Skuskaba lied to you and he said there was 4 and there's only 2. I mean, it happens sometimes.
I'm pulling.
Dude, I miss the farm map. I think, talking about the maps in particular, right? Like the issue with this map is that you get 20 ticks, you lose. The 20 ticks bleed you dry. There was.
I'd love to see a bunch of new maps brought in.
Yeah, I think we can talk about the old like open map, right? Like the open map, you couldn't farm 20 ticks. It was right next to your tent, right? It was 10
it was really.
It
like
was
you could away. You used to steal 1 rotation, right?
Yeah, it was.
If you won the fight, you used to grab a rotation and then pull back.
You have to fight so hard to get 1. These days, you fight hard, you get the 1, and it's the easiest thing ever to hold. And that's even not considering we're in the tournament. You have 1700 IP. You're as tanky as you're ever going to be. So the tank can just stop it whenever he wants to. And he's playing Poison Pots, which the best thing about Poison Pots for the tank is they throw it at you when you're capping and you can't cap it. You're just stopped.
You're stuck. Yeah. let's see. How much time do we have left? We have about 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Yep.
All right, we are getting into it. I'm going to pull one more raffle, and just want to give a shout out to Bob Freeze and the boys with their faction warfare. They're trying to revive
revamping it.
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
Love
They
it.
say, but there's definitely some you would action going on as Fort Sterling invades Limhurst. So
If
good job, guys. Good job.
if you can do anything that will get you on comms with Bob Freeze, then it's worth doing in my
Oh yeah,
opinion.
it's absolutely worth it. It's so good. He's so much fun.
I love Bob Freeze. By the way, there's a
Everybody's
prediction
favorite.
at the top of Twitch chat. You have about 30 seconds to fill that one out. Say who you want to win game
Oh
2.
yeah, are we
potentially
going in
whole
on the 5,
series.
are we?
Yep,
Yeah,
going
we're
in right now.
going in
Oh, wow.
right now.
Well, this could be the final match of the
Yeah, it really
tournament.
could be.
I genuinely hope that it isn't the final match of the tournament, because I mean, this has been one of my favorite tournaments in a long time, but we have got this reoccurring trend of come tournament time, this team just goes, so they go
Show
Super
up.
Saiyan, don't they? The power level goes up to
Super
9,000.
Saiyan.
They do,
Yeah,
don't
it's
they?
so crazy.
They're just like, you can't touch this. Are we on Spadge again?
Yep, we're on him again going into the
Okay.
last match. We'll see. Maybe they learned from the way they were playing at the end of that match. They can do something here. I mean, the thing is, too, you have to keep in mind, they played so well. They clawed back so many kills. They get the triple cap. Adios made one tiny position mistake, and he gets killed, and they get triple killed for it, and they lose the game off of it, right? You
Yeah,
gotta
let's
play
see.
perfect the whole
They've got to
way
watch
through.
for that 3-1-1 as well. The 3-1-1 split. They can't allow. I mean, they didn't let them get away with it, and in fact, they did exactly what they needed to do. They countered and stopped Carvenan's cap, but I think we might see something a bit more generic here now. Like, it didn't work last time. Oh no. Okay, Spadge is going to go for the 3-1-1 himself. This is interesting, but Bo's hanging around. So Carve is going to get interrupted. It's a 3-1-1 from both. So Cargera gets the interrupt on the northeast.
By the way, check
Carvenan,
what my
though,
boy
he's just going
Carvenan is
in.
using. Check what weapon
Yeah, yeah.
he's using. Lewpac.
He's on the Infernal because he
My
knows.
boy, bringing out the
He knows he
blazing.
can stick that on the fire. No, it's not the blazing, is it? It's the... Oh, no, it is the blazing.
No, it's the blazing, dude. He's
Wait,
bringing out the
what?
blazing. I told you he had some tech in the pockets to bring out today.
And
Carvenan's
this
bringing
is
out
I
blazing.
used to use this. Like this, we
Yeah,
used
this
to
was
have
your
a
weapon?
nasty comp with this. Yeah, we made one of the most awful comps to play against ever. When you got stuck in a Hellion Druid Sandals combo with a blazing on your head. I thought it was the Infernal to stick on the tank trying to interrupt, but right now no caps. They're going to get Graffice with the pull. Guardian Helm goes down. He's still got the Cleric. No Purge available. Shekri going to get knocked up as they try to peel back up the choke. Cargera max stack. Graffice getting run down. Gets the seed. Don't know if sack is available right now as well. Graffice is probably dead if there's no sack, to be honest with you. Actually going to get... The flick kind of helps in there.
Yeah, he
but
was able to
it's-
kite it out. Look up here. Look
Yeah.
at Adios in the middle of all of them.
Oh, but Bo is going to go down, and it's going to be a nice early push from looking for Szokata. They find the kill onto Bo. Cargera's in a weird spot as well. Cargera and Graffice is in a horrible
He's
spot.
gone.
He's just going to melt. And
Okay, this is looking
Carvenan-
good for looking for Szokata. Now they can get a triple cap off of this and just hold if it's not Cargera. Cargera just comes up with a tackle, puts the poison on fatality. He's not
going to get the
top
other
cap.
one, though. He won't get the other one here, so they will grab mid, and he can actually dip southwest. But they've got to think Boda, it's a very short respawn. Boda's, you know, they're going to get their players back very, very quickly. And if you don't see them, you've got to think that perhaps they're over the other side. And we do see one of the blues rotating over there. Yeah, he's going to go for the
Those
interrupt on the
bottom.
cap.
Yep.
And he's going to get it as well. I think he gets the interrupt. And they're going to
He
have
did
their
get
own
the
little
interrupt.
1v1. The stun goes out onto Boda, but Spadge starting to get low. Sack committed very early from Shekri. Spadge are looking for more. They pull Shekri back. They flick him afterwards as well. But he lost his role there as well. Boda's looking for something in the mid. That Cargera having his own fight. They've isolated Adios from his team. Onion's going to go and save him, though. They hook him back. He's going big boy mode with that Serum Blast. But now Graffice in a bit of trouble. Gets inside the Judy. Gets to stabilize with that siege. Bem's completely out of energy here. He's waiting on his royal. But like this blazing man
It's
versus...
doing nothing for
Nah.
him.
Like it needs setup. He needs to run it with the stun at least of Cargera. Like Cargera needs to, because it is an insane amount of damage. But I thought it was the Infernal simply for the purpose of the 1v1 because it's one of the best 1v1 weapons. Guardian remove. Does Guardian remove Infernal?
I think it cleanses the dot. Yeah, Carvenan using res pop might go down to a Q3. The meatball not gonna hit him.
Oh, just sidesteps it. Very nice footwork from him.
But yeah, I think
Boda
it does. I'm pretty sure. Twitch, I can correct this.
Boda. Oh, rolls out of there. He was living on the edge, but Carve. I think they want to pull back here. Looks like they're going to go full retreat. Like, they haven't bled too many points. They are being 150 though right now by looking for Szokata. And that's a good use of the blazing as like a mega defensive. I think Boda was trying to hook somebody into it. He's going to... Oh, he rolls just at the right second to avoid the meatball. Carve in a bit of trouble. That Searing Blast. Going to hit once, hit twice. There's the third one. The fourth one's the big one. Boda gets fired. He gets poisoned. And there's the fourth blast. And that is the big boy. After 3, it charges up. And the next one hurts a lot. Boda
so remember,
down again.
Looking for Szokata. They got mid cap a little bit ago. And I mean, only holding mid as long as no other cap is had, right? So Red Team has no caps. That means they're up a cap. Yeah. So they've been getting 10 points. Here they're going to get another 10 ticks. That's 150 to 106. Having 2 caps up isn't enough. You have to have all 3 to get 20s. So only a 10, but I mean, they've got themselves a 44-point lead. Carvin now off of the place.
Yeah,
he's back on Wildfire just to quickly. He wanted to meme around, have some fun for sure.
Maybe, but they're suddenly like they lose this game and suddenly it's a different dynamic. Yeah. Because they're not this unbeatable juggernaut.
Well,
right?
they lose this game, they have to lose 3 more in a row.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, you know, the king can bleed.
That's true. It's true.
You know what I mean?
I will say, though, Carvin definitely didn't tell his team he was going to bring that out, as far as I'm aware. So I think it was a big
absolute mad lad. And you know, I'm sure they won't regret it yet, but
hopefully not. Look at the back line, though.
Right
Fatality
now,
getting dove. Bodavel's poison potted.
Yeah, Boda has to respect it. Only 2 stacks. Though Fatality not managing stacks as well as he usually would. But these guys, they're cycling that Guardian Helm as well. They're not... The frontline Guardian Helm is not being used as like solely a save. Onion. Oh! 2 Guardians came down, but too little too late to save their healer. And just when they were getting a foothold in this match, looking for Szokata are going to be sent to the tent with no healer. No
Look at the difference between every other team and the one, the only fit, right? It's been 5 minutes. Any other team, you're getting beat 3-0 in kills. You're probably 3 capped. The one, the only fit, they only were getting 10 tick the whole time. They have a ton of points to work with. Had they have been getting 20 tick, they could be down like 50 points right now. They could be 143 to 46 if they were getting 20 tick the whole time. But
now
instead,
they got the 3 cap. Onion's going to change. Is Cargera going to change though? Because he put away, when they switched to nature, he switched to the hammer, right?
Yep. Back on
redemption. If the Coney comes out, he instant switches to Staff of Balance. He switched to the Staff of Balance. Instant switch there. You knew it was coming as well.
Cargera's back on the staff. Yep, he's had it ready to go, and he's already in combat, so he's going for it. Spatch, though, look at that cheeky mount up off angle. He's going down bot.
Yeah, this is why I said they can't.
Though.
Yeah, but they can't. They can't sit on it.
He swapped too. He's now back on the staff. Was he on this the whole time? I don't think so.
No,
right?
he was on hammer.
Yeah, so he swapped as well.
Interesting. He switches when Cargera switches. I mean, it will be more about the healer because the quarter staff is so good against Holy. Like, and this is what they're looking for, especially with the Cargera extended range cartwheel from back in the day.
Now, blue team, they had the points to work with this early to kind of make that play. But again, now at this point, they can't be wasting these 20 ticks as they have been. No. Fatality, though, goes down. It's a triple meatball.
They are burning right now. The Guardians are not there either. They went for
Look at how far off screen Shekri is. Shekri is playing the dive so well. Honestly, so much better than he used to. He's playing these dives incredibly well.
Like, Spadge is looting here. Like, do you know what I mean? This is... No, that's not a winner mentality, is it? Like,
it's now been tied up from 150-0. That's how powerful the 26 and kills are.
It's not over yet, but Onion's probably got a switch again.
Like, surely he doesn't. He's still on redemption. He could have a nature in his inventory ready to go.
Like, switch at the last second so Cargera can't switch, but Cargera's got it like tabbed up.
Yeah, he's immediately ready.
He's ready to go. So they put
Onion swapped. Does Cargera swap? He's in combat.
They're putting Cargera in combat first. They're putting Cargera in combat before he switches.
Beautiful.
That's why he's on cooldown for 10 though. Now he's got his heals. But that was the play. They wanted Cargera on the SOB, but they play nature.
You need to be careful though. It's an instant seed on Dispatch, which is oh my god, he put up Mystic Rock, so the seed didn't heal him at all.
Oh, he's got to drop those rocks now. The Guardians come down there. Look at that healing inside the Judy. He's going to be okay, but you never like to waste those cooldowns. Shekri getting full dove here. Actually has to blink forward towards his team to get a Guardian from Grafis. Meantime, Adios and Carve going at it. Boda, 4 stacks. Area of Decay. Boda's in big trouble. Sacrifice comes down from Shekri. But Fatality is going to burn. And Kargera going to get credit for that. Spadge is going for the loot again. Trying to save the set.
He's a goblin.
You're about to make 5 billion silver each in skins, right? For the White Tiger. It's like some ridiculous price, right? You need to worry about the sets now. Maybe they need them for more games. I've no idea.
To be fair, if you... Oh, he's burning. He's dead. Yeah, he's just dead with all that loot that he looted too. I was going to say, to be fair, if you're really fast at looting, you can loot in a second. And I mean, you're just out of there instantly. So, hey, if
he died anyway.
But he died. Yeah, that's the thing. He died anyway. Yeah, Ben might go down too if they have a stun run ready. Kargera looking at cartwheel for it. Doesn't find it.
Gotta watch
yep, and a 22 comes in. This now is looking almost unwinnable.
They got one fight.
They have one engagement left. Yeah.
And it's got to be the Shekri dive. Like, they have no option other than the Shekri dive. And the thing is Karg will be back on the hammer by the time they get there, I think. If he wants to. Unless he feels that the SOB plays.
Who knows? For all I know, Carvenin brings out Arcane in the last 2 minutes. You never know what anything goes down. We'll see Adios, interestingly enough, switching to Scholar Cowl Bridge Watch off of the Druid Cowl Martlock that he was playing earlier.
Wants to be a bit more aggressive. I think they're looking for a dive here, I reckon, with that. This choke's going to be mean. Carvenin. Oh, he rolls. The meatball hits nothing. You cannot hit nothing with your meatball. Like,
and look at the value Kargera's getting on his rocks. Badge sitting on one guy with his. Now he's looking at Bo, but I mean, Kargera's down, choke holding them all with it.
The whole team. And they might actually go for Spadge here. He gets his Judy down. If they flick him out of it, poison him, he will go very quick. The fire wave onto everybody. The meatball down the choke. Those burns again. They're on protection of nature now as well. So no cleanse for Onion, which I like. I like protection of nature here simply because there's no hammer. The cleanse suddenly becomes a lot less needed. And I'm a big fan of protection of nature. We had this discussion, but right now they've got 90 seconds left in this tournament, unless they can make something happen. And I don't even think Boda's the kill. Like, I think it has to be a Clothy, like Shekri ideally, but one of the big DPS Clothies. Carvenin is getting run down by Spadge. Adios looking to press the issue, but Kargera causing havoc in the backline. That Rotten Ground Mystic Rocks combo on 5 members right now inside that Mystic Rocks as the meatball. They can't even sidestep the meatball because of the extra slow. And it's going to put them on 3 points. Their tournament chances are gone.
3 points. Yeah, one single death.
One rotation, one tiny mistake, and it is over. And we will have a 4-time winner, but they're giving it their all. They've given it their all the whole time. They didn't drop a game to anybody except this team. But this team once again proving that they are on another level. And I think they are going to tent in the grand final. I think they're going to drop GGs in the mid. And it's going to be all over. They're giving him a bit of banter for the looting. But we have seen Kargera go overloaded in GVG. Shozen and I have witnessed that.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Karg is just as much of a loot goblin as anyone. He's more than anyone. But I
didn't know that worked, by the way. Carvenin meatballed over the rock.
Yeah. So you can actually meatball over the wall. So long as it's not that staircase thing, you know what I'm talking about, Lewpac? You can actually meatball like that, right?
Can you hit the staircase with it, though?
I don't know if you can angle it onto the staircase, actually. That would be crazy.
You would force out a Guardian, probably.
Dude, look at that banter coming in. Hey, it's worth to combat loot, man. The Rex is bad. And the Kargera says, the Rex isn't bad if you've never won one, dude. Calm down. Oh, no. Oh, baby. The banter coming in.
It is popping off right now. Wow.
I mean, I love the one, the only fit. Those are my boys. Good win right there for them. Hopefully they could find some sellers for their mount skin because they just won. That's the tournament over. They just won first place.
Congratulations to the one and only fit. 4 times winners with this lineup. Just nothing more to say than comprehensive from start to finish. Carvenin, by the way, if you want to see one of these mounts, Carvenin is showing it off already. I believe he popped it last time. But yeah, these guys, they never fail to impress, even though the meme blazing staff was a bit interesting at the start. Cost them a
Yeah,
few deaths, but
it definitely cost them some sets for sure, but good memes, all about having fun.
we will shortly start teleporting everybody over to the winners area. We're going to have a bit of a celebration, set off some fireworks, and hand out some prizes.
Our Energy
gonna
Surge Season Crystal League tournament is
Yeah, that's
over,
the
right?
official
That's the
end, isn't it,
official
of,
ending. We know the
the
winner, the
season.
one, the only fit. We know who's second. We know who's third. We know who's fourth. But remember, I mean, Lands Awakened comes out November 24th. And with that comes the whole new season, a whole new tournament at the end of that one. A big meta shakeup as well incoming, surely, with that update. So we'll see what happens in the next tournament. Maybe it's a five in a row victory here for the
5 in a
lads.
row.
I mean, that's where you'd have to put your money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we again, we've got a Lewis Hamilton situation, and we need a Max Verstappen. Formula One fans will know what I'm saying about, but you know, this tournament was very exciting, but that team wasn't challenged, or that team didn't drop a game the entire tournament. Everybody else had a great time of close matches, bangers, like back and forth. We did see some crazy backcapping from the one and only Fit in one of the matches we didn't get to cover live. There was Robin was telling us about some wild action from Cargera.
Yeah, Cargera went around stopping every cap. He didn't get to stop the top, but he stopped mid, bottom, almost stopped top, got his team a 10 tick when they should have been 20 ticked. I mean, it's just a different breed. And when you're that tanky that you can go around the whole map doing that,
must be nice.
Just holding 20s must be nice,
Must be nice, mate.
Pretty excellent right there. But we also have an incredible amount of content coming up very soon, guys. We have, about 10 days?
Yeah, November 24th.
Lands Awakened comes out?
Biggest update in a while. I mean, this rivals, like, as far as what it changes, it rivals Queen as far as the amount of system changes that are going in. It's a big change.
Yeah, this is a huge update.
I'm excited to see what this next season brings. And of course, all of the season will be covered on Albion TV. We'll be having war reports, daily ZVZ shows. You've got Tuesday GVGs with Tazzik, Saturday GVGs with me. We're going to have another CLC at the end of it to look forward to. Who will rise up in this season? This could be the season where we say a lot less of this mercenary kind of play. Because we did say that a lot of the points are being moved towards the challenge and the personal challenges. So we might see like a bit more loyalty. Like you can't just buy a bunch of teams and get crystal sort of thing, or use them to abuse the points at the last second.
The thing about that is that changes nothing for these guys who were in gray, just came back, show up, destroy in the end. What it will change though is a lot of those mid-tier teams and the teams who made second and third place, right, fourth place. It changes for them what banner they might be fighting under, right? It's really going to be about loyalty to the guild and stuff like that versus the mercenary system.
There's still a lot to play for in the CLC as well. Let's not forget that these are the biggest prizes handed out in the game.
Huge prizes. Yeah.
The white tiger is very sought after as well. Like, it's a very very nice skin. It's my go-to at the moment as well.
I mean at this point, dude, I thought that the one, the only fit would just /suicide their way to second place. Try to get that one instead. They have so many of these Rexes. What do they need?
You can
more
probably
for?
trade. You can probably trade pretty happily.
Maybe. Maybe.
If they don't already have it. And of course, they've got, like, you probably wouldn't use the white tiger if you have the Saber Rex as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a banger. That's a banger skin as well, the white one.
Well, we do have the winner ceremony, the sort of like championship ceremony. We're gonna hand out the prizes and stuff like that coming up in a few minutes. And after that, though, I mean, this is the final day of the tournament, right? And then we'll be back here for the Lands Awakened update.
What's the upcoming schedule for Albion TV? What do we got like in the off season? We're off next weekend.
Yeah, we'll be off this entire week and through next weekend, but we will be back on Tuesday the 23rd and covering the entire launch week into the launch of season 14. And then we'll be back on a normal schedule. We are coming, like I said, a week before the season starts. Generally, we only, show content during the season, but with the Lands Awakened content update coming out the week beforehand, we wanted to put a lot of effort into covering that and all the new content that is in that, because there is so much content in there, and we're gonna have to explain a lot to the players of Albion. There's just so many changes being made.
For Tazzik and I, there's a whole new weapon line to learn about for the,
I'm so
GGs, and we're
excited,
definitely going to see them.
It's going to
Yeah,
change
some
it
of
a
them are for
lot,
sure,
right?
yeah.
I think we talked about this earlier. The melee meta has been pretty stale for a while, right? Just kind of been glaive for a long time before that,
Yeah.
still spears. So I'm really excited to see a new weapon line come out, right? It's going to be massive changes. We talked about the Q that is actually like a 1-2-3 hit knockup kind of deal. Going to
Yeah.
definitely change how people play around their melee. And I'm
And some
looking forward, right?
interesting E abilities on a bunch of
Yeah.
those weapons as well.
And
like
the thing is, too, with all of those new weapons coming in, there's also a massive balance patch that's happening at the same time. Like a lot of new things, big changes. And so we'll see how all that works out in the end.
Right, are we going over to the island?
Yeah, there are fireworks going off now. We do have a bunch of members of the teams over here hanging out. If you teleport over to me, the Chosen One, you can hang out on the island. We're on, I believe, Ness's island at the moment.
Got him. Right, that's where you're hiding. Nabobo looking for team next season. He was he wasn't the sub for his team, but the sub Relica was playing the tournament, wasn't he?
Yeah, Nabobo on the main roster, but was not playing.
Hey losers, says Marwan. He's brought an 8-3 permafrost. Wow. I missed the permafrost. That was a good meta, actually. That was
I liked it too. It was fun. I like the frozen pineapple myself. It's a lot of fun. Reminds me of tropical drinks.
And it used to be like it was armor pierced pineapple, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what they used to shred them with. Was it the curse armor pierce that they
It's
used
always
to combat
cursed.
with?
It's always
For
cursed,
what?
right?
When the permafrost was meta, what did they used to combat with for the shred?
You had armor pierce. You had a lot of teams running just permafrost, and they'd run like some people ran Trinity Frontline, other people ran the axes, the bear paws with just mortal agony, stuff like that. You had double backline with perma, so you had curse with that. That was back when demonic still saw playtime. Haven't seen that in a long time. But you drop down the healing reduction E from there and just destroy.
Yeah, that's actually really good to get. Like, I'm actually surprised demonic isn't played against the holies.
Yeah, I'm shocked too that people
because
don't
a
bring it
bunch
out.
of guys trying to get Celestial Sphere, demonic's like the perfect size to stop them. Like,
Yeah, but demonic also has been nerfed a little bit to the point where it is small enough, or was big enough to hit where the sphere is going to bounce, but it's smaller than it used to be. And demonic also doesn't let you re-stack the dots as you used, or as you're able to with Great Curse, right? So you lose a little bit of damage from that. It's a lot of damage.
That's a big issue in like terms of the overall match, isn't it? Oh, we're letting off our fireworks now. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's
let's let some off.
Having some fun here. Some very interesting say chat, as always.
Say chat.
There was a large amount of banter, should we say, during this tournament. Actually, like a lot of trash talking, probably more than we usually see, which is fine. I don't mind it as long as it's friendly enough.
Yeah, as long as it's banter, and it mostly was just all banter. There was a lot of
any Kargera emote.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a ton of banter off stream, and a lot of talk in Discords about the tournament. Everyone has fun with it, all the guild Discords popping off and things like that. All the players bantering back and forth with each other.
Wonderful. People playing the trumpet to go with the fireworks display. Get our trumpets on. The Albion theme. Taz, are you playing the sad one?
I was playing the sad one.
The
Morning March.
play the Albion theme. Come on.
No, that was me. I was playing the Morning March.
Yeah, me too.
What a tourney though. An Elitan. Wait, he wasn't the one that whipped out the double blade, was he?
No, the person who brought out the double blade was...
Because he had one on. I don't know if that was like a meme, equipping the double blade as
it was a Lutra Blue who brought out double blade.
Okay. Lutra Blue, yeah. Well, this was a very Good tournament overall. That first day had some incredible matches. I really enjoyed bringing that to everybody. Today we did see it was a little bit more one-sided in a lot of the matches. It seems like the Cargera team, as the one and only Fit came in, showed everybody what for, and walked out the winners once again. And we're about to hand away some prizes here in billions in silver.
Absolutely. We get the Saber Tiger Rex, which is only available through the Crystal Championship. There is no way to get this skin other than that. For first place, the second place guys will receive the White Tiger skin, which again it's a legacy skin that was available from referrals, but is no longer available anywhere outside of the tournament. Likewise with the Occult Cougar for third place, and my favorite skin, the Alpaca, fourth place. That's the real prize, the Alpaca skin.
Well, the alpaca is just a nice skin. Not quite as good as the pony, but it's pretty good.
It's just great. I mean, the second day, we didn't get any games going the distance in the second day, but the matches were still good enough that they could have been.
Yeah, I mean, the first day was obviously a lot more close matches. We had a lot of good content in that first day. And I highly recommend, if you didn't see the first day of matches, you go back on the YouTube when it's uploaded or back on the Twitch VOD and check that out. But you can also check out day 2, because I mean, day 2 still had a lot of good fights, right? Like
some bangers, yeah, and some real interesting like switch ups mid fight as well. The one where when Onion brought out the Holy, they put Cargera in combat, which meant the fight had started, and then he switches to nature. Now that is a ballsy play, because obviously he puts himself on like the 10-second cooldown because he switched gear, which means the fight has started and he can't heal for a little bit, but it was very, very good. It was very, very good to see like that level of metagaming and those mind games going on. And the fact that these guys, like, not only do they wear like the A3 Masterpiece, but they have extra sets of A3 in their bag to swap based on what the opposition is doing. Absolutely.
Bodavale died 3 times. And each of those 3 sets had A3 Masterpiece gear in it.
Hey guys, we have an interesting question in chat. Somebody wants to know how they can join this league. What can they do to become part of the Crystal League Championship?
Well, you need to start from the bottom until you're here. Level 1 crystals, you'll be pleased to know, do not require 8.3. They don't even have full loot. If you check in with your nearest crystal and energy manipulator, you can find them in all of the major towns and in any level 3 hideout. Soon to be level 2 as well, actually, we'll get an energy manipulator. You will be able to purchase a token for level 1, queue up at the next match time, and try your luck. The top 8 performing teams throughout a season will qualify for the CLC at the end of the season. And you just got to work your way up, like practice, practice, practice. We did have a potential tournament winning team with the in-house Albion TV squad, the Dream Team. But unfortunately, we were told we weren't allowed to enter the CLC, so we let everyone else have a go instead. You know, we were probably favorites, to be honest, after 3 level 1 matches or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, we had some good content. Definitely can check that out if people want to.
Here we see our winners on the winner's staircase. Thanks again to our GM team as well, working all weekend to keep things running smoothly, keep the matches on time. And of course, thank you to all of our teams who sacrifice many, many sets of 8.3 gear in order to entertain the masses here at the finals.
Yeah, everybody did a great job once again. I am always happy to see how smoothly these things go, no matter how crazy the action gets. And we had a great set of matches this time around. It was like the first day was fantastic. And the second day did not disappoint, as Cargera and the boys, once again, they are the top team for a reason. They come in here every season and they just wreck everybody. It's very impressive.
Let's do it. Let's get a new winner next time, though. Just saying, let's
see a new winner. But like, there's a reason why I predicted these guys to win. I mean, they are solid. And they are lining up now. Everybody's getting ready to take some fancy pictures. I believe, Tazzik, are you taking some pictures for us?
Yeah, and then I'm going to steal the winners and take the winner photos once we're done.
All right. It looks like we are starting to move everybody around. This is the exciting time where you guys just get to watch us standing around. Not as many matches, not as many fights, but still exciting nonetheless, because I'm going to give away more gold. But this time I'm going to restart the raffle. So better chance of people getting a code. All right, let's create one. Noska too
Exclamation
early.
mark raffle to enter.
Keeper of Nature's in, but Noska's too early.
Keeper really needs it after. Where did Keeper finish fourth? He got an alpaca, man. They don't need to be entering that.
Ah, Keeper of Nature doing really good once again.
Love it.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. Good to see him back in the GVG action as well. And, you know, a lot of new names. Durenton, one of these days, my boy Durenton will get a...
One day.
will get a tournament win under his belt. He will find the magic combo. Boda's
I mean,
Death
they had a
bring 'em
good
back.
showing, and they can, you know, once again, I think this is the second time they can say that they beat the winners in the level 9s before the tournament started.
Yeah. But the tournament is its own beast.
Yeah. You don't get a white tiger for winning a level 9. All right, it looks like everybody is almost all set. The GMs are working overtime. I'm standing in the wrong spot. My bad. I didn't realize I'm the one blocking it all. I'm getting out of the way, Tazzik. All right. Now, we do have this big content coming up, Lewpac. Is there anything in particular you're really looking forward to?
Just lots of new open world objectives of all sizes. Hopefully it's the return of small scale action in the, you know, for groups of sort of 10 to 20 to have fun, and maybe groups of 5 to 10 to do the smaller stuff. I love the new dynamic of sort of randomly spawning objectives, rewarding people for exploring. And yeah, the dissolution of rental empires, I guess, because people will have HQs now, could really spice things up, couldn't it?
It could. I don't know if it'll completely end rental, because it's going to be a situation where there's going to be a lot of people who just find that they're living in a place where the people who own the territory are not necessarily their friends, and they might want to say,
That's fun.
okay,
That's
you know,
fun.
leave me
I mean,
alone.
I guess people don't want to always be fighting 24/7.
Right.
I feel that.
But I think fighting 24/7 is a lot of fun, and I think that with the new open world objectives being around and just a constant source of entertainment and
Yeah, but
content.
when you're like an old school player who's maxed the weapons you want to max, that's always fine, right? Don't get me wrong. But some people, you know, some people, they want to do a bit of fame farming. Some people, they want to do a nice like 4-hour dungeon grind or something like that. They're not gonna, you know, and you literally, like, think about on launch, you couldn't spend 10 minutes in a dungeon without like having to get into a fight, and you're like, man, I'm never gonna level at this rate. So there's definitely a happy medium for a lot of people, and you can't always, like, I'm guilty of it as well, of like looking at things from a veteran's point of view.
Right.
You know, somebody that doesn't need silver anymore, doesn't care about gear, doesn't need fame. Like what I consider content.
I need
some
all
people,
those things. I need all
some
those
people might
things.
want to do other stuff, you know. But no, I think it's going to be a wicked update, and I can't wait to get my hands on it on the 24th.
And it just looks so good, Lewpac.
Yeah, I like having created content and been on Albion TV as my full-time job for 5 years now. I'm very looking forward to looking at different textures in the biomes. I love the new colors. Like, it's very bright, it's very vibrant, and every zone feels so different, which I love.
I think I'm gonna move out of Limhurst because I just want a different song, though.
Ah, mate, Fort Sterling is the anthem. That's my jam. Like, Fort Sterling is like, their theme is like, you have returned home after your hectic adventures. I absolutely love it. Taz, which is your favorite theme tune of the new ones?
I have not been listening. I've been taking pictures. What was the question?
Oh, well, I'll say that my favorite is definitely the Martlock one. I do like it.
I like Fort Sterling myself.
Oh, Fort Sterling's nice. I just like the horns that you get with the Martlock one. Look, it's really kind of it comes in hard, you know. It's like let's have a party.
It goes hard.
Yeah.
This one slaps. Which is the slappingest town song? There's our top players and the best GVGers of this season, along with our winners, the one and only Fit. What a name! I think we need some better team names next time because there is, you know, at least they haven't tried to be Junior eSports or whatever. That was a good one. Trying the Albion eSports committee, but there we go. Our winners in all their glory. The conclusion of this season's Crystal League Championship. Thank you so much, all of our competitors. Thank you everybody for taking part and watching, and thank you again to the wonderful admin team, and of course to my co-casters Tazzik and Shozen, who made sure that it was a very enjoyable experience for you and for me, because I love working with these guys. With that said,
nice.
Albion TV will be on a 1-week break and then back to bring you all of the Lands Awakened content, and of course the next season kickoff and a brand new season of ZVZ, GVG, and much, much more here on Albion TV. Thank you everybody at home for tuning in. This was the Energy Surge Crystal League Championship. Congratulations again to the one and only Fit on their decisive victory. We'll see you again soon on Albion TV.
Thank you for watching.